Hello everybody, welcome back to another reading. I thought I would do a different reading now. That is, I've been doing a lot of readings about politics and the elections, so I figured I would do something completely different just to break that flow a bit and get something else out there for the people who aren't necessarily looking for another video about the elections, because that does tend to get a little bit much after a while. So I thought I would do one on the Randonautica app, which, if you don't know what that is, it's an app you can install and you can put an intention in, like I want to experience this or I want to go see something like that, and it'll give you coordinates that you can go to, and then you're supposed to find something there, or you don't, and some people do. I believe there was at least one case where people actually came across coordinates that led to a couple of suitcases with dead bodies inside. Not great. But okay, so that's very mysterious, and I thought maybe we could go and ask the tarot about that, whether there's anything behind that that we should know about. If there's indeed something going on behind the scenes with maybe something beyond the realm of coding, I don't know. Either way, we're going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot deck for that, which is this one with the fun little moon people. Well, fun. Some people find it very creepy and they are kind of off-putting, some of them. Like this one in particular. What the heck? Anyway, so yes, then we're going to use this one for starters, and if you want to have more clarification, we're going to use the vice versa tarot deck. This one, which has the cards that have two sides to them. So there's like this and this going on. You can tell two sides, doesn't matter how you put them on the table. That is the way you're supposed to read them, apparently. That is, you don't have neutral backs, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. As per usual, I do intuitive readings, meaning that whatever I see and whatever comes up, that is what I'm going to tell you. If you see something else in the cards, then let me know that in the comment section below. We can have like a little exchange there. Maybe I've missed something, it's possible. Other than that, hope you'll enjoy it. And if you have any ideas for a reading that I can do in the future, let me know that as well. I'll put it on the list and then we'll get to it eventually. But for now, let's get started on this one. So the Randonautica app, what can we learn about that? Okay, sometimes you just have to admit defeat and realize that nothing else is coming. So from the Deviant Moon deck, this is currently what we've got. And there's a bit of a story to be told. I got the Three of Pentacles up here kind of separately, but I'm thinking I'm supposed to combine that over here because I've kind of looked at the cards and that's the only way it makes sense to me right now. I'm gonna go put you over here, there, because now we've got a correct story, at least what I think is the story. So we have here the Six of Swords reversed and the Three of Pentacles upright. Now, Six of Swords is usually a travel card. People want to go places. Sometimes it also means that they're going to go into new areas in life, etc. And I think this reverse thing is basically saying, look, okay, we actually just meant for you to just go have fun with this app. Just go out there and have fun, travel, and not experience these other things, which we have these guys for. Because then, like I said at the beginning, there were people finding things via the app that was probably not meant to be found via the app. I don't think the app had anything to do with that. And there may very well be something else going on, and that's what we're going to use the vice versa tarot for in a moment to see if we can figure that out or not, because what I'm seeing here, the cards right here, is the perspective of the people who made the app, so the Three of Pentacles right there. They did not intend for people to find actual dead bodies and stuff like that, or other terrible things, and I think that this is a reference to that three is a crowd thing. Like normally, Three of Swords, I would read that, oh, there's somebody else there, or there's like some type of infidelity, or there's a third wheel somewhere that's not going the right way, or not as quickly as it should to make things run smoothly. But in this case, I'm wondering if it is a reference to the app somehow connecting people to certain things, like not the app itself, but through using the app, people connect to certain things that they were not expecting, like a third perspective to their journey. Now, we also have a couple of swords cards here, which I think we are still on the regular mortal plane with those two. Like, things happened. I held up the death card a moment ago that were not quite what people had expected of a simple app that they can get off the App Store. But other people took that and ran with it and started telling all sorts of crazy, creepy stories about this app and how it was going to be super weird and otherworldly, and there's probably some evil agenda behind it and blah, blah, blah. And I think the app creators were not too happy with that, and that's caused them a lot of conflict. So we got the Five of Swords for that. It does look like they are going to win in that regard. Like to just reclaim their app as just the fun app that they intended it to be, but it is causing them some trouble. So there's that. But like I said, there might be something that people are tapping into while using this app that makes it not quite what the people who made it had intended. So the journeys that they're going through are not quite what they had in mind. So let's grab the Vice Versa Tarot to see if we can indeed find anything out about a third party that is also somehow involved. Like, I don't think it's a physical party, but we don't know that. So let's just go ahead and shuffle the deck to see if we can find anything about the Three of Swords. Oop, that's too much. So that means we need a couple of this stack. I'm not going to read 20 cards. Oh, we got Death twice. He's also here. That's interesting. We also got here the Ten of Wands, as you can see, reversed. So it's like a lot of, I think, combined with the Magician, what I'm reading here is it's caused a lot of strain, and they may also have become less inspired because of this whole thing. And then I'm still talking about the creators. Once again, we've got Death here. So maybe that also means that they are planning on no longer developing the app, or there is definitely some like, okay, maybe we should go in another direction. Maybe it just means like, okay, what does the other side look like, by the way? Oh, look, they're standing right before the tower. Okay, that's the new beginning on the other side. Nice. But we were looking at this one. They were still facing the end of this. Actually, what I'm thinking is they might even take the opportunity to go in a different direction, and that's what this Death card is saying. Like, okay, we originally intended this app to do X, Y, and Z. People are using it the other way, or some other way that we had not anticipated, but we're going to go and work with that. That makes sense. Let's see if we can do anything else. Like, are they working with otherworldly influences? Ooh. All right. This one came out first. This is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so that's like an inheritance thing, but not quite. This is not the inheritance that they had hoped for. Oh, we got a lot of cards here. Hang on, let me just grab a few so I can put some stuff down. I'll do this one next. So we got here Ten of Pentacles reversed. They are definitely receiving some type of inheritance from the original project, but it's not what they had expected. We have here, this is the back side of the Devil card. So, okay, that's interesting. I'm thinking this is more of a, we want to be behind the scenes and we don't want to show people exactly what happens back there. So on the front side, the Devil looks very imposing. As you can see, he's got like his horns that are on fire. There are people there, of course. They usually have like a couple of chained individuals there. On the other side, though, we see here that flower down there, and also this little apple tree that's blooming. Like it looks really intimidating, really menacing, but on the other hand, there's definitely something other behind it. And in this regard, I would think it would be more of a, there's definitely a layer behind it, but the intentions are not evil, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see, we have quite a stack over here. What is this? This is the Chariot, but going the other way. Oh, that kind of literally goes along with what I said earlier with the Death card over here, like they're trying to take it in another direction. So I'm going to put that on the Travel card right there. We got the Hanged Man, but also reversed. They're taking action, is what that means. Usually the Hanged Man upright means that they're waiting it out. They're just trying to see what happens next. But it is not that case. It is reversed, so that means that they are taking action to go in that direction in this Chariot right here. This is Strength. is it? It is. It's the other side of strength. So maybe they're using strengths that they didn't know they had before, or that's actually like using the strength of the app that they hadn't anticipated initially. This is still in the going the other direction phase, going in the other direction of the reading. What do we have here? This looks like the King of Pentacles. Let me check the other side real quick. No, it's the Queen. You can't see that from behind, but it is the Queen of Pentacles. Also the reversed card. Upright though. So Queen of Pentacles usually means somebody who likes to make everybody happy, have a good career, and also take care of the kids and stuff like that, take care of business. She's a very businesswoman type. And I'm thinking, looking behind the throne, you can see that the pillar has broken back there. I don't think that this means that they're unfounded, although you would think that. It looks old and worn, but it is still youthful in the sense that there's definitely stuff blooming back here. You got a rabbit and stuff like that. Like, it does have some type of bounty to it. And also this bird of prey is just kind of sitting there. Yeah, it is a bird of prey. Ignoring this rabbit. So it's almost like a safety thing behind her back. Everything is safe and calm and old and trustworthy, even though the pillar has fallen. It's more like we are still relying on a certain foundation. Is what I'm looking for. Like, they're definitely trying to go in a different direction with it, but they are also using a foundation from an old age. So maybe they're also going for some mystical purposes. Look, you got like some nice symbols over here. So maybe they're using some old mystical sources to try and help them redevelop this app or improve it. And we do have this card over here, the Seven of Pentacles, which is I don't know if I spent all this time and money on the right stuff, which is logical to think if you were to develop an app and people use it in a way that you had not intended. Like, maybe we should have spent our time doing it like this from the start. Like, maybe they already had an idea like this from the start. They were like, nah, nobody's ever going to use that. And then they spent a lot of time making the first version, and now nobody really wants to use it the way they had intended it, and maybe we could have spent that time doing other things. We could have been so much further, is what this kind of shows me. Like, they would have wanted something a bit further along than they have it now. Bit of a messy story, but then again, of course, the tarot doesn't say yes or no answers, and it's always a bit of a, is it this or is it that, and then you get a whole story. Particularly when I do readings, I tend to get the whole environment and not so much super specific stuff right away. We have to really dig for things. So what we see here, if we were to grab a few cards, yes, like I said, it was supposed to just be an app for people to have fun, and then certain things started happening that they were not anticipating, but they went with it, and now they're going to go and I think use some old, I don't know if you would call it a technique. It's more of a foundation. Maybe they're looking up some old books from old religions and I don't know what else, or at least looking into old religions to try and make the app more what people expect of it, even though that was not originally their intended purpose. And I think this card shows that it's definitely not an evil purpose. It's more of a, this is the front, this is what we want to project, so people will find it interesting enough to play with it and also find it kind of addicting, because that's what the devil card usually points towards, addiction of some sort. But in the meantime, there's no harm intended, and it's just for entertainment purposes only, just like readings. Wow. Anyway, so that is a bit of a confusing reading. Hope you managed to get through it okay. Hope you found it interesting. So make sure to take care of yourself. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. If you have any other ideas for future readings, let me know that as well. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.